his son didn't want the property. He sold the property at 30% below market price. Have you ever borrowed your children's name to purchase a property or thinking about doing that? Do you know what could potentially go wrong? Last week, I had dinner with a friend and we talked about estate planning. He shared with me a story that shocked me. One of his business associates did something which many parents dreamed of. He gave his son a fully paid landed property as a gift. But what he didn't know was that his son didn't want the property. Nope. He wanted cash. So what did the son do? He sold the property at 30% below market price, just to get a quick sale. When the father found out, he was extremely furious. Back to my first question about borrowing your children's name to purchase a property. These are the potential concerns. Number one, the property could be sold without your permission, and your only recourse is to sue your children. Most parents are unwilling to do that. Number two, matrimonial division. If you give your son or daughter a property as a wedding gift, and if there were to be a divorce later in life, your ex-son or daughter-in-law could be entitled 50% of the property. Here's a smarter way to do this. If you have an active living trust, the trust can loan your child the money to purchase the property. For example, $3 million. If you structure it properly by putting a charge or caveat on the property cannot be sold without the approval of the trustee. If you also want to protect this sum of money from matrimonial division, you can consider charging an interest on the loan, for example, 5% per annum, and make this interest and principal payable only when you recall the loan. What this means is that when there's a matrimonial dispute between your child and the spouse, the trustee can issue a letter of demand to recall the loan plus interest. The property would then have to be sold to pay off the loan and the interest, preventing a significant portion of the money from going to an ex-son or daughter-in-law.
Nice.
This is how families prevent property gifts to their children from being sold off and minimize these high-value gifts from matrimonial division. If you want to understand how to set up a living trust for your family, send us a DM to arrange for a consultation.